Did you know Trump says U.S. forces killed Tren de Aragua leader Nino Guerrero in Venezuela?
President Trump announced that U.S. forces killed Hector Rustenford Guerrero Flores, also known as Nino Guerrero, the leader of Venezuela's Tren de Aragua gang, in a U.S. military strike inside Venezuela. Reuters reports the operation was carried out by U.S. Southern Command in Venezuela's Bolívar state and coordinated with Venezuelan authorities. This is one of the most striking national security stories of the day because it blends counter-gang enforcement, counter-terrorism-style military action, immigration politics, and U.S.-Venezuela relations.
According to Reuters, Trump said U.S. forces killed Guerrero, a fugitive who had escaped prison in 2023 and had been sanctioned by the U.S. for criminal activity, including drug smuggling, human trafficking, and money laundering. Reuters also reported that the U.S. State Department designated Tren de Aragua as a foreign terrorist organization because of its criminal operations across Latin America.
The Times also reported that Trump described the operation as a swift and lethal kinetic strike and said it destroyed a building in Venezuela's Bolívar state. The Venezuelan government reportedly confirmed the strike as part of a joint operation. This is not a routine law enforcement arrest. It is a military strike against a criminal gang leader on foreign soil. That difference matters. When a government uses military force against a non-state criminal actor outside its own borders, it raises legal, diplomatic, and strategic questions.
Supporters of the action will argue that Tren de Aragua operates like a transnational terrorist network, using violence, extortion, smuggling, and human trafficking across borders. From that point of view, targeting its leader is a necessary escalation against a group that conventional policing cannot easily contain. Critics may ask whether this sets a precedent for using military strikes against criminal gangs in other countries, and whether Congress should have a role in authorizing that type of action.
The immigration angle is also significant. Trump has repeatedly used Tren de Aragua as part of his broader argument for aggressive immigration enforcement and deportation policy.
Reuters notes Trump has alleged that the gang has links to the Venezuelan government, a claim he has used to justify certain U.S. immigration enforcement actions.
For Trump supporters, this will likely be framed as decisive action against a violent transnational gang. For critics, the debate will be about legal authority, oversight, and the risks of expanding military force into criminal enforcement. There is also a major U.S.-Venezuela angle. The Times reported that the strike marks a new level of military cooperation between the United States and Venezuela.
That is notable because U.S.-Venezuela relations have been deeply strained for years. If the Venezuelan government is now cooperating on U.S. strikes against gang leaders, it could signal a major shift in regional security policy. But cooperation can also be fragile. Venezuela may support action against certain criminal actors while resisting broader U.S. pressure on politics, oil, sanctions, or governance.
The operational question is whether killing Guerrero meaningfully disrupts Tren de Aragua or simply creates a leadership vacuum.
Criminal networks often survive the loss of a single leader by decentralizing or appointing successors. The real long-term test will be whether intelligence cooperation leads to follow-on arrests, asset seizures, and dismantling of financial networks.
What should viewers watch next? 1. Whether the administration releases more details about legal authority for the strike. 2. Whether Venezuela continues cooperating with U.S. security operations. 3. Whether Tren de Aragua retaliates or splinters. 4. Whether Congress demands a briefing. 5. Whether the strike becomes a central talking point in Trump's immigration messaging. This story shows how Trump is merging foreign policy, military force, anti-gang enforcement, and immigration politics into one aggressive security strategy. Bottom line, the killing of Nino Guerrero is being presented by Trump as a major victory. But the bigger debate is only beginning. How far should the United States go in using military power against transnational criminal organizations? The U.S. military strike marks a pivotal moment in international security and U.S.-Venezuela relations.